I raised him from the time he was 2 years old. Not halfway. Not when it was convenient. Every scraped knee, every parent-teacher meeting, every late night when he had nightmares and called for Dad, that was me. I paid for the braces that straightened his smile. The car that gave him freedom. The college tuition that gave him a future. While I was doing all of that, his biological father was doing something else entirely. Rotating in and out of prison, showing up only when it suited him, disappearing when it didn't. I never talked bad about him. I never poisoned my son's mind. I figured love would speak for itself. And for years, it did. Then my son turned 24. Successful. Confident. Doing well. That's when his real dad showed up, cleaned up, full of apologies, carrying a sob story heavy enough to drown the past. And just like that, I was erased. No arguments. No explanation. Just silence. I found out he was getting married through someone else's Facebook post. No invitation. No call. No acknowledgement. But what hurt the most? The father of the groom seat was given to the man who never sent a single cent in child support. The man who missed birthdays. The man who missed years. I sat at home that day, staring at a suit I never got to wear, wondering how easy it was to replace someone who never left. 2 months later, there was a knock on my door. It was him. Eyes tired. Voice shaky. Pride gone. His real dad? Back in prison. The business he started? Failing. The money? Gone. And suddenly, I was dad again. He needed help. Financial help. Emotional support. A safety net. Everything I had always been, until I wasn't useful anymore. That's when I realized something important. Love doesn't mean being a doormat. And forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what it cost you. So I didn't yell. I didn't insult him. I didn't slam the door. I just calmly told him the truth. That love isn't conditional, but access is. That you don't get to erase someone from your life, humiliate them, discard them, and then expect them to save you when things fall apart. I told him I loved him. And then I told him no. He stood there for a long time after I said no. Not angry. Not defensive. Just stunned. I think that was the moment it finally hit him that I wasn't an automatic backup plan. I wasn't a wallet with feelings attached. I was a person who had been hurt and who noticed. He tried again a week later. Then a month later. Not for money this time. Just calls. Texts. Long messages that started with "I didn't realize," and ended with "I'm sorry." And here's the thing people don't talk about enough. Sorry sounds different when it's said after consequences. I didn't rush to fix anything. I didn't play hero. I let the silence do some of the teaching. Months passed. His life stayed hard. No miracle turnaround. No sudden rescue. He had to sell things. Downsize. Ask others for help. And hear no more than once. Every no sanded down a little more of his entitlement and polished a little more humility in its place. One day he showed up again, but this time there was nothing in his hands. No request. No pitch. No sob story. Just words. He said he finally understood that loyalty isn't about blood, it's about who shows up when there's nothing to gain. He said he replayed the wedding in his head 1,000 times and realized he'd traded years of steady love for a moment of fantasy. He said the seat he gave away was never really empty, it had been occupied by my absence. I listened. That was my quiet revenge, not watching him fail, but watching him learn. Not punishing him forever, but refusing to erase what happened. I didn't give him money. But I gave him something harder to earn. A chance. Slow conversations. Clear boundaries. No rewriting history. No pretending it didn't hurt. I made him sit with the discomfort of knowing he'd wounded someone who loved him without conditions, and that healing doesn't come with shortcuts. We're not the same as we were before. And maybe we never will be. But now he knows this truth for the rest of his life. You don't get unlimited access to people just because they love you. You don't get to choose someone when it's convenient and discard them when it's not. And you don't learn the value of a good father by losing one. You learn it by recognizing him while he's still standing in front of you. Some lessons come wrapped in kindness. Others come wrapped in boundaries. This one came wrapped in both.